Big wheels keep on turning, carry me home to smack him. Run away now, boy. Good job. It's fucking LARPers out here, bro. Learning to do crazy shit now. Like I drove to a bunch of kids at Sedgwick County Park, threw up Hail Hitler. Said, "What's up, kids?" And threw up White Power and drove off. They're just staring. But I did it from in the car, so I never get over the deer in the headlights look with people. But there's a guy like who was behind us who just rode by on his bike, and it forced the NBC response. You know, the mouse like, and then he fucking swung his hand down like, that ain't nothing. So I read the engine. He started riding away very quickly. I'll never understand this city. Oh well. That's why we go to other cities and actually have fun. I don't really listen to this music that much. We get the McDonald's breakfast. It's $1 upgrade for the orange juice. Black dude driving so fast he almost slammed into another car coming the other way. Oh, they were teenagers, not kids. But golly, did they like? That's what's funny is they stare, you know. And I'm like, I'm not just gonna sit here and let you stare. I'm gonna do some crazy shit so you'll talk about me. And now all those teenagers are gonna go tell all their friends on the Northwest Side they saw a guy in a Camaro throw up Sig Hail and WP. Y'all don't get it. I'm not trying to go viral at any means possible. Except for killing people. I'm not gonna kill no one. Or beat anybody up on stream. Cause that'd be instant go to jail. And there's enough people live streaming crimes on fucking YouTube and Kick.
Yeah. My name is Jimmy, and I'm from you. You went to the same school. Hey, cool. I'm in a raid shooting up children. It's such kind of insane.
No, I'm just joking. Last of the dog walkers. I mean, it must be nice to live down here though, because you could fucking literally go e-bike and you could walk this. Downtown apartment wouldn't be too bad, but I'd have to bring people here in order to make content. I like getting up earlier because we got shit to do. We'll start loading up on the creatine gummy. We're not taking much creatine. We're not taking much. Just enough to fucking just have a little bit of an effect. Gotta love always getting that green when you come out of here. The green light that is. See how many soccer moms are out here. See rich like me. Oh, the gator is driving.
What's your name? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he taken a look? Tell it to me slowly. Tell me why I really want to.
I think everybody's working or sleeping right now. Pinnacle Apartments. Nope, not across the street from this fucking place. Yeah, it's claims to be 84 degrees right now at 9:48 p.m. or a.m. here in the ICT. There's not much action going on here. And the court district is busy, packed with people who really don't want to fucking be there. Having to go in and have their fate sealed by did they pay their parking tickets or to divorces and bankruptcies. Not the best place to be right now. Goldar. You know, this song does not go good with waking up early. Not really waking up early, but just the vibe of the people in the city. That's more like it.
Church, I passed along the way. Well, I got down on my knees, and I pretend to pray. You know the preacher like to call. He knows I'm gonna stay.
We got the wave to the left of us, aside from that city hall party I went to with the city development and all those people. Somebody on TikTok posted a video of the wave And somebody was like, it looks like a middle school party. And I was laughing because it really did. You know, it had a bunch of, like, people were standing there awkwardly, like they didn't know how to act at a rave, I would say. But, I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's like fucking a girl that hasn't had sex that many times. It's kind of amateur, you know, with the whole vibe of how the body moves when you're at a wave or how the function goes. You just got to go to a real wave or rave and then go to the wave. Then we got to go teach those people how to have fun because, man, I see so many people out there and they're so locked up in this. They're worried about rejection shit. I'm just like, let go of that, dude. Let go of it. They're scared to be themselves, you know? You know, they don't want to LARP out. They don't not want to LARP out. Oh, we got explosives in a yellow box here at Francis and Douglas. Hopefully not. All right. Keep going. Nobody's at NAFTA. Shit. And then, of course, I didn't bring the fucking drone. I should have. This is the thing is you never know what's going to happen when you go live. Like, we could witness a car accident or some crazy shit and then jump out of the car and get content. I mean, like, interviewing people, not, like, filming anybody hurt or something like that. Because, yeah. We're trying to be more positive on the channel. We're trying to be more positive. The dog days of summer are here. These aren't really the dog days of summer. The dog days of summer is actually about a bank robbery in the 70s. It took place and protesters outside Manhattan started cheering on the criminal. And in the end, he gets killed anyway. Hey, they're doing a 4K version of Falling Down now. It's one of my favorite movies because if anybody like in the VA asks how I feel most of the time, I feel exactly like the main character in their defense. You know, he's just like one bad day away from crossing that line. But you know, we stay positive, we're chilling, stuff like that. You know, yeah, I could have brought the drone, but NAFTA Park is very tricky. Like, it's not simply like it's a park you can fly because legally, yes, you can fly. But the amount of fucking shit that is possibly go wrong when you fly here, interference from fucking buildings, the drone hive and the proximity of the location, other frequencies, the full flying over peoples and flying over vehicles thing. Yeah, that's real. But they also changed that. So we went through the first chapter of the Part 107C of the drone license commercial test or booklet. I learned a lot. I learned a lot on the chapter 1. So far, what I learned was once you have to be 16 years old at least to get a certification in the commercial license drone program. The test is 179. If you pass the test, there are 5 parts: operations. Actually, I don't remember, but operations takes up, I think, 25 to 45% of the test. If you do pass the test for the drone certification, you get 2 years certification, at which after 2 years expire, you will go into the website with the FAA and you will retest. There is no fee, I think. I'm pretty sure there's no fee, so once you get it, you get your certification, you're good for every 2 years, and then you retake a test. Just a refresher. They don't really call it a test, and then you pass that, you know, you're certified for another 2 years. You need to learn the difference between recreational and commercial. If you are now here's the key part. If you are a content creator and you are monetized, which you're 17 away from being monetized on YouTube, yeah, I have no fucking idea with all the crazy shit I've done, I think it actually helped, guys. You're over here like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's like, dude, some of this shit's actually getting views. Like, it's crazy as it sounds, but anyway. Commercials, basically anything. If a farmer, per se, has land that he owns and he flies a drone to spray his crops, is that recreational? No, technically not. Because recreational implies that you're just flying for recreation, pretty much for fun. And fucking commercial, if you're flying the drones to do anything that helps your profit, or your YouTube live streamer and you're monetized and you want to fly the drone, you'll need commercial. Even if it's on the own farmer's land, it doesn't matter. If it serves a purpose to your business, needs a commercial license. So realtors need them, and that's what we're gonna get into. Is like, I get the commercial, I'll have to send a waiver or apply for a waiver for the drone I have to do FPV out here, but basically I'll submit the waiver to the FAA and basically my flight plan to prove how it's going to be flying around here, how it's going to be safe. If they approve it, I can use a spotter to keep eyes on the drone while I'm flying it from like a spot like this, which is very tempting to do right now, even though I don't have my drone. But yeah, you got to submit it, and once you get the waiver, you're clear. So you actually do have paperwork you need to clear with the FAA before you start flying. And give them advance, because some things can take months to get approval. But with the commercial, you don't need to, like, if you're going to fly around and film a property, you're not going to need a waiver for that. You have your certificate. If the police show up, you just show them your credentials with the FAA, and they'll be like, no questions asked. He's got his permits, the paperwork, and registration. He's good. So yeah, it's a lot. It's cool. You know, you got your airman certification. There's other things in there. This is all in chapter 1. But yeah, we read chapter 1, and we'll read chapter 2 later on this afternoon. And after I read the whole book, I'm going to read it 3 times just to make sure. And then schedule a test, and then study the night before. Get in and take the test, ace the test, and get our certification. And we haven't even gotten to flight stuff yet. But, yeah, they'll ask you 80 questions on the test. You got 160 minutes, hour and a half to pass it. And we'll go from there. Get our certification or not. See what happens. There's like a preschool up there on the right somewhere. I don't know where. I think it's behind the Wichita sign. I don't even know if it's open or not, but I didn't notice that. They got Connexes full of stuff there, huh? What are they doing? I ain't gonna assume it. I might as well not even try. Might as well not even try. If I bought the drone, I would love to fly around out here. And there are people doing it, like other people with YouTube channels in Wichita that are flying their drones around here. But I don't know. We could go to Nafter Park and fly up to full speed, but technically we need to stay very close to Nafter Park, because once we cross over a building, it could technically be breaking FAA laws. And I know a lot of people don't care about that, but when the time comes and you go to get your certification, if they see like a violation, they could say like, they could like be like, no, we're not going to approve you. So, I mean, I don't think they would do that. It's just, it's better because, like, you know, I feel a lot more comfortable flying my drone over a building, knowing all the emergency procedures and route planning and stuff like that, than I would just flying blindly. And then let's say you hit like a fucking radio tower that's putting out a strong frequency, and somehow it fucks your drone up, and for some reason your return to home does not work, and the drone falls from the sky onto somebody out here walking, which 100% could happen, and that person gets hurt, and the police show up and they say somebody got hit by a drone 2 blocks down the street. You're in a world of shit, dude. You are in a world of shit, because not only did you break FAA laws, somebody got hurt out of it. And then guess what happens? If we don't fly responsibly out here, then technically it's just going to put a spotlight on drones. And you know what the city hall is going to do is they're going to come in, they're going to slap a bunch of restrictions on drones. So, but luckily most drone flyers have a little bit of money and are somewhat educated. So, I mean, not all of them though. There are people who just do it for fun hobbies, and you know, they just like, it depends on how much you want to fly. Because my VR setup cost $16 or 316 or 616. Technically, it came up to $667, $68, but the kit I got was about that much. If you buy the stuff alone, you're looking at $250 for the goggles, $515 for the drone, and then like $130 for the controller. So it's better to just bundle and save or Liberty Bibberty that shit, you know? And yeah, it's cheaper that way. And do not buy the Neo. I flew the Neo for a while. I think I got like 40 plus hours on the Neo. And the Neo is fun for a beginner, but honestly, just go for the Avata 2 if you're going to get into drones, because it's really not hard to fly, guys. It really isn't. But when you get to it makes you want to push it to the limit to where you start doing risky shit. But if you fuck up just a little bit on something risky, and drone collides into something, there goes $515, bro. Even if you got the bundle and saved, you got to buy that shit separately or buy a whole. I would just buy a complete new VR set and everything. But yeah, it's really not hard to fly, but I think it's kind of cool. I can go in and learn all the FAA stuff and be like, I'm certified, motherfucker. Certified. I'm smart enough to fly, and the FAA trusts my skills and my knowledge. You know what I mean? Responsibility. Responsibility. Everon. What the fuck is Everon? Alexa, look up Everon. Tell me everything about it. Bleep. Alexa is not plugged into your fucking car. Well, it should be. Be nice to just ask AI questions while you're out driving around. But yeah, it's a beautiful morning out here in Wichita. Not much going on. 83 degrees. But yeah, we just talked about the drone shit. And I will say that the Sig Hail stuff I said I threw up at the beginning of the stream, yes, I did. I don't know if they actually saw it because I was like as far away as we are from the cars right now. And it was just a bunch. Like, what happened was this dude pulled up and parked right next to me. And he was an old dude, but he parked right next to me, had his lights on. And I was sitting there eating McDonald's and I got mad. So I pulled back, and I drove by looking at him, verified he was an old man. And I drove away and hit the gas. And the car screamed. Now, I didn't speed, I just revved the engine, picked up a little bit. I look, and there's like 50,000 fucking teenagers in the fucking park, all in this fucking parking area. And I was screaming stuff while I was revving it, so I revved it some more. And I turned around the corner to go in there because I was going to rev it some more so they could be like, yeah. And all I saw was deer in the headlights dudes with tracksuits or fucking whatever on. They're just sitting there. So I was just like, Chicago. I was like, what's up, kids? And I turned around and revved the engine some more. But they didn't have the same vibe as the other group of kids. They were like fucking like looking at me like I was about to roll up and do something to them or something. I don't know. The deer in the headlights look, I don't get it. But, you know, what happened was nothing. So it went from something cool, me being like, let me rev the engine for these teenagers, to fucking like the group of dudes that are acting like just deer in the headlights. So it was like, went to cool to awkward, and I was just like, wow. I was like, yeah, you know. Very boring. Could have flown the drone there this morning, but well, I want to do like a early morning, like fucking right as the sunrise fucking drone video. Oh, and flying around at nighttime, you need a certificate for. And it has to have anti-collision and lighting that can be spotted 3 miles away. So, because at nighttime, I mean, you can't see the power lines and poles and shit. So, I'd imagine a lot of people hit that kind of stuff. They don't want to hit a power line, and definitely don't want to hit a transformer. That's what these guys don't get who buy the drones. They're just out flying them around blindly. Everything's all good until you have a fucking national security incident, aka your drone hurts somebody, falls out of the sky, hurts somebody, or hits somebody while you're flying, and the drones were fucking with you 60 miles an hour. So if you're flying and somebody pops up around the corner up here on the right behind that brick building and you hit them right in the fucking head, I don't know if they're going to survive or not. A drone hit to the head at 60 miles an hour, I mean, I think that can kill somebody. So you do not want a national security incident with your drones. So have fun with them. If you're flying FPV, do that shit out of town. Have fun with it. If you go to the parks, make sure you're staying within the parks. Sorry. I don't want to sit there. So I don't get it. It's always these broke ass hoes. They see a nice car and they're like, I'm going to do my part to be a bitch today. It's like, fuck you. And girls from out of state, their brains will be fucking broken. Of course, it's auto rejection. I think it's that they know that they don't have a fucking chance, so they just want to fucking do what they can to be a bitch. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Your glory days are over. Now you're in the fucking, this is what you get for being a bad investor with your fucking vagina days. Hate to say it like that, guys, but honestly, everybody goes for younger women who's smart. They're not fucked up by other men. They don't have all the issues and insecurities, you know. They don't have kids. Nothing against kids, but I think it's weird how if you ever date someone with kids, how you're basically like, I don't know. I know a couple young girls with kids. I'm not knocking them, but one of them was fucking talking last week on stream about how she's so frustrated. She just wants to go out and have fun. She's stuck at the house at her mom's all the time with her kid. And I'm just like, damn. It's like, shit. But that's the reality of having kids, though. That's why you gotta fucking wear protection if you don't want to be pregnant. You know, and I feel like women rush into love, you know, and it makes them feel like they have fulfilled their purpose. But if your purpose is love, if your purpose is just obtaining love, it's a pretty low fucking bar. You know, your purpose should be on fucking making your own money. Shit like that, you know? Like what I'm trying to get these girls to work doing is fucking making money and getting their name known more than all the bitches out there in their fucking area, you know? What do we got going on here? Parking tickets. Yep, that's a parking. No, he pulled him out of the car. Black cop with a white guy. We got black Nazis up in the house. People are like, what, black Nazis? I'm like, yeah, you didn't know there were black Nazis in New York? Y'all motherfuckers have no idea what the fuck's going on. It will all make sense soon. But yeah, there are black Nazis. Just like there's black Israelites. Look up black skinhead. Look up, in fact, the first skinheads were anti-fascists. If people don't know their history. Up in the UK, there were skinheads against racists, and that's where you got black skinheads. Not black Nazis, though. And then you got the white skinheads, and the skinheads, both skinheads would rumble and fight, kill each other, you know, shit like that, street gang stuff. But yeah, it's not like you can walk up around here and tell people about stuff like that, because most of the fucking left here aren't even Antifa, for real. And two, they just don't really know that much about their own history. So I'm just like, whatever. There's a lot of construction work going on. Biomedical. Yeah, I was literally going to fly my FPV through the streets of fucking downtown and start reading my drone fucking book. And I was like, yeah, we do not want to do that. I don't know, like, for the people that got YouTube channels out there that fucking fly their drones illegally, like, as legal as fuck, like, you're flying over highways and shit on a YouTube channel, y'all better put that shit in check, bro. You gotta put that shit in check. Because, I mean, yeah, you gotta have a license for that shit, because they got, like, I don't know. Then again, you got gorilla drones and shit where people are just flying, like, illegally and uploading it, but technically they could seize your drone. And they were like, how do they find your drone? Well, once you register your drone, they can track your drone and where it's going and how long it's flying and where it's going, like all that shit. They can. The FAA can. So, being the fact there's not that many drone pilots here in Wichita, and the reason why is not. I mean, we're the air capital of the world, so we should be owning drones in the first fucking place. But there's a lot of. I think there's some decent pilots here, and you never know if you're going to be a good pilot or not in drones. You can't just be like, oh, it's a sport for the elite or the rich or people who have money. It's like, I don't know about that. Yeah, jump in front of the car, nigga, and get ran over on fucking live stream. Getting sick of this shit, bro. People can't drive or fucking walk here. Kansas ranked one of the worst motherfucking places to ride and drive out here. But anyway, yeah. You never know if you're good at flying drones until you buy a drone. So just buy a drone. That's like golf. A lot of people are like, I don't like golf. It's boring. Have you played golf? No. And how do you fucking know you're not good at it? How do you know you wouldn't like it? A lot of shit looks boring when you're fucking, let's go, nigga. Fucking, you're on stream, bitch. What is that? The Ark of the Covenant that's just passing the fucking truck on the right? They're gonna run into each other. See, look at this shitty driving. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I think when I see somebody who doesn't pay attention and drive? It's no wonder they're not driving a sports car. They wouldn't be able to handle it. They crash the car. They can't even drive a piece of shit. So what the fuck, you know? Get out of here. Get out of here. Where are all the windows up? I don't know what the fuck is up with this there. How to get the AC on. Meridian, headed back towards the northwest side. But yeah, we'll read a second chapter today, and then we'll start getting into each of the individual test areas. And then I don't know. Hopefully I could take the tests at the end of August. But yeah, well, hopefully we'll have our license by fall. All right. I'll even show you guys the certificate, but I'll blurt out my name and the registration numbers and all that shit. Because it is an achievement. That's an achievement with the fucking FAA, you know? It's cool. It's real cool. And I'll tell you, it is fun to fly. It is. You know, I want to be faster, honestly. I want to be faster. Because I feel like I could push it further and further and further. You know? I don't know why when we merge, we're always merging with the fucking car. Going almost the exact same speed we are. Now let's just keep pushing it to the limit. Anyways, well, thanks for tuning in. I know it's morning. A lot of you motherfuckers are working or sleeping or doing shit. Morning streams don't usually do that well, but you can always watch us later. But yeah, take it easy, guys. Star Fox out, and have a good day. It's an early start to the day.